Area code 510. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Talking about a few topics. Are you there?
Hey, Star, Sheila.
Hey, what's going on with you, lady? Tower of Love Foundation. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we're still fighting for peace and love and joy in our schools. And we are just in the middle of trying to figure out what they're going to do with the funding.
Okay.
Because just like many districts in the country, where they're cutting so much to education and various programs. So
let's go back for a second. For those who don't know, you're from the Oakland, California area. On the screen, I have at Tower of Love Foundation 3168. That's your YouTube platform, yes?
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have a petition. Tell us again what the petition is for, please. It's in my community section.
It's for hate speech in the school, banning hate speech in the school, and also putting forth funding that's already available for the arts to help our students be in a joyful space.
Okay.
And so, that's our ongoing advocacy with the arts and hate speech in the schools.
How's that coming with regards to hate speech? Because that's a very broad, spectrum. Have you been successful in any way, shape, or form?
There's not an official ban yet, but they have recommitted to a zero tolerance of hate speech, and there's ongoing violence prevention going on. The district has actually partnered with the city to try to put forth funding for the schools to be in safe spaces.
Okay.
But, as I shared before, I serve on various committees with the school districts, and verbal altercations have actually led to violence and actually deaths, most recently for youth. That it started with a verbal altercation, and then it turned physical, and she actually passed away from her injuries.
Wow.
So it's a real serious, very serious issue, not just in Oakland, but like all over, because the situation I'm speaking of with the youth was actually in another state. But there's violence happening in Oakland as well. You just don't hear about it, but it's.
So let me jump in here for a second, because for those who don't know your history, you were involved with rap music coming out of the Oakland area. Is that fair to say, or you want to give more context? Rap music can be
definitely
pretty offensive or inspiring to some. So where do you draw the line with, now you're a mother, and I want to be very careful with regards to your son. Where do you draw the line with regards to young people, just people of today, and the need to express themselves? And here you are now older, and you're trying to stabilize, neutralize people from having free speech, in a sense. Is that fair to say?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was actually raised as around all of that in the golden era of hip hop and the language. We heard the language, but we just didn't use it. And there's actually a difference between a lyricist and a rapper, and a hip hop versus rap.
Come on.
Because when hip hop was coming along, it was more of a conscious type culture that everyone engaged in a certain respect. And then in like the early 90s, well, probably the late 80s, it's turned more into like rap. And so that kind of destroyed the culture.
Okay.
But there are several people that have been like really just staying true to the culture and not diverting off from where we want our how we want our message to come across.
Okay.
The stuff that I hear nowadays, I don't know like what they're talking about. There's no meaning to it. And, as I said, with the language that's used has been triggers for violence. So,
Can I jump in and throw you a curveball? With all due respect.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're not from my generation. You're younger. I forget how old you are. I'm not trying to expose you or anything, but you were there when the heyday of gangster rap out of the West Coast. Oh, gangster rap, huh? Come on now. And music of today, rap music, yes, it glorifies, drug use. You have stripper rap, but they were talking in your day about literally smoking niggas, right? I mean, that was something during the heyday of rap music. Yes.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. We had the first hip hop group in a high school called the Live Lyricist Society. We were the very first hip hop group at a high school. So this goes.
No, Sheila, I'm talking about the ones that really put the West Coast on the map. And we have to look at Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and a host of others. So my question, I guess, with all due respect is, do you denounce that period, that very, monumental rise? Do you denounce that language? Because your mission is language. Do you denounce that period, rap music?
I've never used the language. I mean, let's say I used it one time, when I was doing a single with one of these artists that's no longer here anymore. Okay. But, I was raised around that language, but I really didn't use it. My words was always uplifting to the community, and it still is now to this day. And there's a way that you can, put your message across without violating or using harmful words that can cause violence.
Okay.
And, right now our focus is the schools, of course, the youth.
Okay.
And we just really have to get back to the culture of respect. Right. It's too much violence that's starting with verbal altercation. So that's our ongoing drive.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you. And you are trying to get more signatures for your petition. Guys, in the community section of the Star Report YouTube channel, please go there, check out Sheila's Tower of Love Foundation petition. All right. Great to talk to you, Sheila.
Okay, you too. Blessings. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate her.
Go. Your turn. Go. Now, there we go. Go. Yeah, you're doing it. Can you do that part?
Chance of breaking the vicious cycle of destruction is by recommitting to self-worth, value, and respect, and for self and each other. To be in the most loving space through positive music and the arts and language for our youths. Change.org, save our future now. Follow us on Facebook at Tower of Love Foundation and on YouTube at Tower of Love Foundation 3168.